at 5 tonight, 5 weeks on the job, and the top cop in Knoxville decides the fate of 2 veteran officers. Chief Paul Noel fired 1 lieutenant and suspended an interim commander of the patrol force. 10 News reporter Vinay Simlot joins us to explain the moves made today are tied to a police internal affairs investigation, Vinay, that started long before the chief accepted the job.
John, I want to show you a timeline of how this all started. In June of 2020, an internal affairs investigation had an officer who resigned from KPD and told the city that Officer Adam Broom was creating a toxic work environment and he was racist. That investigation closed on July 31st, but Lieutenant Lance Earlywine and Captain Don Jones's handling of it contributed to a new IA investigation that opened in June of 2021. Chief Noel handed down the punishment yesterday at a pre-disciplinary hearing. The first internal affairs investigation stemmed from comments by Officer Adam Broom. Several officers accused him of racism and contributing to a hostile work environment. In one case, Officer DeAndre Jackson, not the officer who made the complaint, told investigators Officer Broom told him he should know something about being on a slave ship. Officer Jackson is black. Broom ended up resigning. 4 officers gave a sworn statement to the internal affairs investigator about telling Lieutenant Earlywine about racist incidents. But when an internal affairs investigator asked him, quote, "Did anyone come to you and complain about Officer Broom?" Lieutenant Earlywine answered no. That statement triggered a second internal affairs investigation. Investigators found Earlywine violated the department's truthfulness policy.
And I'm just disappointed.
Former Knoxville Police Chief Phil Keith says officers who lie almost never get to keep their jobs.
We operate in an honor system, and the lack of truthfulness has no place in an honor system.
In an email to his department, current Chief Paul Noel says we can recover from most mistakes. Truthfulness is not one of those. When officers told Earlywine about Officer Broom's behavior in the workplace, he passed it along to his superior, Captain Don Jones. Jones gave them a choice of handling it in-house without anybody else getting involved. In the new IA summary, KPD investigators say all allegations of racism have to be handled by civil service, the law office, or internal affairs.
It takes a lot to get discipline instilled, but it doesn't take long for it to slip.
Again, for trying to handle it in-house, Chief Noel suspended Captain Jones for 10 days. He fired Lieutenant Earlywine for not answering investigators' questions truthfully in the IA investigation. We reached out to Chief Noel for comment through a spokesperson. He says he has none, John.
Very interesting information there. Vinay Simlot with the very latest. Thank you.